Top 10 things you should never do in the UK. You hear that? 10 things you should never do in the UK. All right, let's see what it is. How you doing? Let's get straight to the video.
Let's start by saying that in no way are we trying to scare you away from visiting the UK. But if you are a tourist or an international student in the UK, then wouldn't it be better to know a few things that could offend people there? We mean, you don't want to hurt anyone with your actions or words, let alone get into trouble in a foreign land. People would understand that you may take a while to adjust to the new surroundings and customs. But if you want to save yourself from embarrassing situations as a newcomer in the UK, we have compiled a list of things that you should avoid doing there. Number 1. Calling the United Kingdom England. Before you take the flight to anywhere...
I'm laughing because I was one of those people that used to call the UK England when I was younger. I'm older now, but when I was younger, I don't know. I think it's because in school that's what they taught us, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why I was calling you the UK England for years when I was younger. Okay, don't laugh at me now. I was a kid. I was younger. I was a teenager, and I was calling the UK England. Those people in England. Yeah, those people in England. You know, yeah, England. She lives in England. I'm sorry. I had to laugh because I was one of those people.
We're in the UK, know its full form. UK stands for the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Now I say
Do you realize what this means?
United Kingdom.
The UK consists of 4 countries: Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, and Wales. Moreover, each country has its own distinctive culture, national identity, and government.
Yeah.
So before you begin your sentence with, England's landscapes are, confirm that you really are in England, and not Scotland, which is a separate country.
Yeah.
Number 2, ask if they know the Queen. How would you feel if some tourist in the U.S. asked if you knew Donald Trump?
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Who's going around asking that question? That's the most dumbest question I've... That's like someone come and ask me, have you met the President Biden? Like, what? Have you met Beyonce? Have you met Michael Jackson? Wait, what?
You'd call that person plain stupid for assuming that everyone breathing the U.S. air knows the president. So how do you expect people in the UK to personally know the royal family?
Exactly.
More than 60 million people live in the UK, and over 8 million of those live in Greater London alone. There is no way that these people know their monarch more than the internet knows. You won't offend people with this question, but will definitely make them laugh. In your face.
In your face.
Number 3, block the escalator. Escalators are common in most countries, and we don't give much thought about the do's and don'ts while we are standing on it. Well, you'd be surprised to know that there is indeed a wrong way to stand on an escalator, at least in the UK. It is an unspoken rule in this part of the world that if you want to stand still, you should stay on the right-hand side. Why? Well, the left-hand side of the escalator is reserved for those people who are in a hurry. You know, the lot who believe that by running through the escalator and saving about 30 seconds, they would get to their destination on time. Just remember, if you don't want to be pushed past, then stay on the right.
For those people too, when you come to New York, we follow those same rules too. If you don't, someone's going to curse you out. Somebody's going to push you out the way. You don't want that here in New York. People here in New York don't play that. Okay. If you're going to use the escalator, it's the same way too. If you're not rushing and you want to stand on the escalator, stay on the right hand side. If you want to move and you want to walk faster up, then you walk up on the left hand side. But that's the same rule here in New York. They don't play over here. You are going to get cursed out. Okay? And if you're walking on the sidewalk here in New York and you're just standing there taking pictures and talking in the middle of the sidewalk, people are going to curse you out. We don't do that here. Okay? Everybody here is moving. We got places to go. We have things to do. We don't have time for all of this, hanging around. Like, no, we don't have time for that. I'm sorry. You could tell it's annoying to me. It's very annoying to me when people do stuff like that.
Number 4, jump a queue. Many of us don't give
Oh.
much importance to a queue. You know, the ones we see outside a dessert kiosk because, well, an ice cream craving can't wait. But don't do that while you're in the UK, simply because that is bad manners. Even if you think it is a petty thing and shouldn't annoy anyone, you aren't doing it here. Before you attempt any such adventure, know that those people ahead in the queue came here first and deserve to be served first. Plus, why do you want any inconvenience in the form of a fight? Stay in the queue, wait for your turn, and all will go swiftly. Number 5.
I think New York follows some of the rules too, because here we don't play that neither. If you're online, you better not skip no one. They will, like I said, they're gonna curse you out. People here in New York somebody is going to curse you out here. Someone's gonna want to fight you because some people are just mentally ill. They might want to fight you. If you online, or would y'all call it the queue? Stay where you at. Okay, don't try to skip no one. Don't try to talk no one into like making you skip. No, stay where you at. Okay, if you don't want no problems, and try not to be too close to people too, because we don't like that. I don't like people close to my back. I hate it. I always give space. You know, I like to give people space, and I don't want nobody behind me. Like I get so annoyed. You don't need to be too close to me. You know, and then you have people, you know, you have someone who's trying to put in their their credit card in and their code and all that. You don't need to be too close to them neither. Give them their privacy. Turn your face, turn your back, whatever you have to do, and give them their privacy. So, yeah, we don't play that here neither.
5. Pick up a rented car. We don't mean to say that driving in this country is illegal, but you can get yourself and others in trouble by driving. We have created a nice bit of suspense here. We deserve a pat on the back. Jokes aside, the thing is that you will have to drive on the left side of the road here. And if you come from a nation where the opposite is the norm, you might have a tough time learning this. When you are new to a place, such experiments are the last thing you should be doing, right? Plus, remember you don't know your way around, so you'd be consulting maps on a busy road while getting used to driving on the wrong side. Number 6.
Yeah. I would love to drive when I'm out there. I always thought about renting a car if I come there, but I don't think I'll do that the first. I don't think I'll do that my first visit, because I know I'll be so scared. I might make a mistake. I don't want no problem. I don't want nobody calling me what do you call it? A wanker? Is it wanker? Wanker? No, wanker. I'll get cursed at. So yeah, I'm not gonna drive on my first trip to the UK.
About money. You don't ask someone how much they earn or how much money they have in their pocket unless you are family or very close friends, right?
They can't
Come
ask me
on,
that either.
that's basic decency. People in the UK.
My family can't even ask me how much money I make. It's no one's business. I wouldn't even tell my daughter. Like, it's no one's business. No one should even be asking me that. The only person that needs to know that is the government. Anybody else shouldn't be asking me that question.
Might feel offended if you ask too many questions about money. In fact, boasting about your wealth is also not going to be appreciated. So keep the big bucks in your pocket.
Shut up.
Number 7, greet inappropriately. Meeting someone for the first time and experiencing that awkward situation where you go for a hug while the other stops you with a handshake. Ever been there? If you don't want to find yourself in that situation in the UK, just go for a handshake, because they aren't too comfortable making physical contact with strangers. Hugging and kissing on the cheek is reserved for people they know well and are comfortable with. Oh, and what do you say when someone asks you, "How are you?" By no means is this a cue that you can start off your saga of nasal allergies if you don't want the person to never see your face again. Every "how are you" is followed by "fine, thank you," and nothing else.
That's it.
Number 8, fake their
I'm sorry. That's funny. If I meet someone for the first time, a handshake is good. I'm not giving you no hug because I don't know you. Like, the only way I'll do that, I have to like know you. You know, if I meet you the second time, then I'll give you a hug. If I met you for the first time, don't hug me, and definitely don't kiss me, because I would. My brothers always say, you better. Okay? My brother and my father, they always told me, like, if a guy tried to, you better right in their nose.
accent. No matter how many times you have practiced the British or Scottish accent, don't use it, because it probably isn't that good.
No,
people aren't
mine's
going to like
definitely
it if you force their accent, and especially when you are doing it all wrong. You will make it look like you aren't a part of them, and are desperate to lose your identity and mix with them. Wouldn't it be better if you first make friends with natives of Wales,
Yes,
and
make more
then
sense.
try a Welsh accent? Number 9.
Y'all already know I can't do a British accent. I sound terrible. I don't know how some of there's Americans here that sound like they're British and they sound so good. I don't know if y'all, well, some of course y'all know Nicki Minaj. She always have that British accent. She knows how to do it very, very well. I can't. I try to attempt. I sound terrible. And my parents are Jamaican and I can't even talk Jamaican. I can't, not Jamaican, Patois. I can't even do that neither. I can't even do that. I don't sound right. So I don't even try.
Voice opinions about Brexit. We know that Brexit is the topic of discussion in pretty much the entire world, but you can't be walking around spitting your views about it when you're in the UK. People there are directly related to it, and your views can be taken personally. And what happens when someone takes your casual opinion personally and in a negative light? Yes, they get offended and might beat you up. Okay, maybe we went too far with the beating up part, but you still don't want to risk it. Number 10, mess with the Queen's Guard. Did that bushy hat fool you?
I seen the video of this one. People are so stupid. Why would you even touch the guard? You know what? Let's continue. Let's just...
Oh, people, the Queen's Guard isn't your friend, and you
They
aren't
not.
forgetting that. You may fool around with him a bit, and he won't pay much attention, let alone punish you. But there is a line drawn, and you must never cross it, because the consequences won't be pretty. Never, we repeat, never touch the guard. Because once you do that, prepare yourself for a world of hurt. Do you want that gun, the one that was fascinating you, to be pointed at you? If not, maintain a respectable distance from the guard. He deserves it. How was your experience in the UK?
You wouldn't even try to disrespect them. So why would you do that to the guards? It's like people don't take them serious. I don't think people take them serious. Well, I'm talking about Americans. Of course, the British, they know better. But it's not, and it's not just Americans. I don't want to say just Americans. Other countries that come there to visit, it's like they don't. It's just common sense, though. I feel like no one should have to tell you these things. Like, how old are you? If you're an adult, you're supposed to know better. You don't touch them. They're people. They're real guards. They have guns. Why are you touching them? Why are you making fun of them? Why are you in their face? If you want to take a picture, I think it's okay to take pictures of them. You could just be right next to them. As long as you don't touch them, you can stand right next to them and show respect and look at them and so you can say thank you, even though they're not going to respond, but you can say thank you and keep it moving. I think I've seen that video that I react to where people were just touching them and joking around and think it's funny. And like, people could be so annoying. So annoying. But it's so crazy how some of the stuff you as an American, I don't know about other states, but here in New York we could relate to certain things in the UK, like certain rules. Okay, the whole queue and the escalator and all that other stuff, we could relate to that too. We don't play that over here neither. So yeah, we don't play that. I've seen people get cursed at. I've seen people get punched in their face. I've seen people all you got to do is just respect people as a human and just respect their space. Just respect people. Just have respect. That's all. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Okay? Oh yeah, and mind your business. Okay? And that's another thing too here in New York. Mind your business. If you're trying to get somewhere, try to get there. Okay, peacefully. Okay, that's it. And you won't have no problems. I live here in New York all my life, born and raised, and I never had any problems with anyone, because I knew how to show people respect. I want people to show me respect, and I just keep it moving. I don't hang around. I just try to get from A to B, and that's it. And leave from B and go right back to A. And that's it. And you won't be in no problems with anybody, That's it, but yeah. This was a very interesting video. So comment below. Do you agree with this? Is anything else you would like to add? If you're from the UK, is anything else you'd like to add? Because this is like the top 10. So I'm quite sure there's many more stuff you shouldn't do in the UK. You could add them in the comments. And yeah, and I'll see you later. Y'all take care. Bye.